なんだっけ。あれ。カード使うか使わないかか。いや、使うでしょ。Use the blank card. I'm scared, but I have to do this. Julia already gave me this card. I don't want to waste her efforts for a stupid reason like that. Besides, I've been covered my entire life, having Roy protect me until he's disappeared, letting strangers have their way with me, drinking to forget my own problems, and apparently jumping from a 7-story building to the point of losing my right hand, left eye, and some of my memories. Do I really want to continue living that way until I die? No, screw that. Okay. Despite my racing heart, I managed to leave my world. The door to my world is locked manually without a card. Maybe Julia waited right outside to unlock it for me. Or Caleb forgot to lock it again. Either way, I can leave. That's what matters. With the blank card, I successfully got inside the elevator. When I'm about to press floor number, I notice the security camera on the corner top of the elevator. That's right, Julia mentioned that there are security cameras around, but she wasn't opposed to helping me roam around like this. If I remember right, she told me that if I leave, they'll notice. So if she gets caught, finding out that I'm walking around the building will get her in less trouble than escaping the building. Is that it? Whoever those people are, they really don't want me to leave, huh? Fine, that works for me. I made a promise to Julia, and I intend to keep it. I press the floor button that has access to the library. The 6th floor. あら、普通に人がいるわ。It's when the elevator door opens that my nervousness subsides slightly. There are people walking around. Doctors, nurses, visitors, and patients, all busy with their own activities. Everything resembles a normal hospital here. I also saw some visitors using the elevator right after I did, and they don't seem to have any trouble going up and down the floors. Then, is the key card only for the 29th floor? どういうこと? Knowing that this is 2034, today's technology might be far more advanced than I realized. After observing the elevator, I tried to find my way towards the library. 他の人はもしかしたら体内になんか個人情報の認証チップを埋め込んでいて、カードキーなくても動かせるのかもね。10年後には何があっても不思議ではないからね。Luckily, it's easy to find. The library is much bigger than I anticipated. And just as I had hoped, there's also public computers here. Google. I quickly take a seat in front of one of the computers before I open search engine. 2034年でも Google 使ってんのみんな。Luckily, computers still work more or less the same way as it was 10 years ago. Otherwise, I'd be doomed. The first thing I want to search is my current location, so I look up the map in Calendula Hospital Center, Boston, Massachusetts, United States. I mean Boston? No wonder why I didn't recognize that cave. But still, it's somewhat reassuring that this place is an actual hospital and not just an unknown sealed-off building. At the very least, if something bad happened, I can always ask the other doctors or visitors for help so long as I keep my keycard with me. That's one question answered. Next is finding news of my accident. There should be one, right? Huh? I typed my own name into the search bar, but seeing the first result already makes my skin crawl. Disappearance of Alan Yoon は行方不明になってる。Alan Yoon, missing since October 23, 2025. 2025年だって。Classified as missing and endangered. Apparently, I was last seen at my usual bar between 2 until 3:30 p.m. My cell phone and wallet were nowhere to be found, and the case remains unsolved. 行方不明になってたんだ。2023年 But I'm right here. I'm not considered missing anymore, am I? That should have changed the moment I was admitted to this hospital. My first thought is to try and look through my friend's social and try to contact them. However, nothing comes up. これは覚えてんだ。友達の SNS は覚えてんだ。I can't remember anything. ああ、そういうことか。My friends, huh? What did they look like again? What are their names? What are their socials? I can't even remember my friends from high school, and I was still in frequent contact with them until I lost my memories. Trying to decrease my nervousness, I tried to log into my social instead. できんの But even that is no results. I can't even go past the login screen because my brain just can't come up with anything. Wait, why don't I just contact the police instead? No, but thinking about it again, contact people outside the hospital will lead to a bigger mess. I don't even know what I'm dealing with here. Is it really wise for me to just contact the police? I'll just give it a shot. Looking around the library, I see a man, seemingly a visitor, walking past the bookshelves. I initially wanted to approach him and borrow his phone. However, before I can even interact with the man, フリーだ。あ、フリーだ。あー、フリーだね。フリーだ誰だっけ記憶がなくなってる。自分の記憶もなくなってる。Look who's here. If it isn't Caleb's favorite toy. あ、バーで会った人か。確か。違う ?Do you remember me? I'm Frida. Caleb's best friend. It's the woman from the other day. なんか実験に参加してほしいって言ってた人だよね。Shit. Did I screw up? You look like a criminal who's been caught in the act. Why is that? Why are you so scared, huh? Are you worried about getting found out? After all, you are supposed to stay put in your room. Is that why you are... じゃあもう。Are you worried about getting found out? After all, you're supposed to stay put in your room. Is that what you're thinking? Then let me be the bearer of good news. The only reason why you are locked in is because of Caleb. He specifically wanted to keep you in. On the other hand, we don't mind you wandering around or not at all. In fact, this makes it much more interesting. Yes. Frida then leans in closer to me, then speaks to me in almost a whisper. You can even escape if you want to. After all, don't you think there's something wrong with your treatment with Caleb? おかしいと思ってるけど。こいつは信用できないよね。ノースリーブの人間は信用できない。Caleb might have been acting nice and lovey-dovey with you so far, but let me warn you, one wrong move and he won't hesitate to kill you. You? You're messing with me, aren't you? If he didn't intend to hurt me, he's had many chances to do so, yet he didn't. His actions are questionable, sure, but killing me? And how will you guarantee that? Your right arm, your left eye, and your brain. I mean, your heart all over, right? How can you be so sure that he's not the culprit behind all the injury in the first place? まあ確かに。That thought did cross my mind, especially after he knew that I forgot my mother's number. However, why would he go through all the charade if that is the truth? No, maybe it's just that I don't want to acknowledge it. While my treatment here isn't right, a part of me still wants to believe in Caleb somehow. Then again, Caleb did say that Frida says a lot of things to start something. God, just shut up already. I'm calling the cops on all of you. You're all suspicious. Bah, I like you. You're funny. That won't do you much, so sorry to say. What does that mean? No one can help you. Even the police can't help. Then what does that mean? Your best bet is to just leave this place and start a new life. Forget whatever happened here and just run away. Now is your chance. Why not go for it? I won't tell anyone. No. I don't want to run away anymore. I want to properly know what happened to me and what exactly happened before I leave this place. Is that so? I was looking forward to seeing Caleb get punished too. Oh well. Actually, this works for me too. If you truly want to know the truth, follow me. 教えてくれ、真実を。Still hesitating? You won't get my answers outside of spilling, you know. Finding answers on your own will be impossible. I'm lending you a hand. She's definitely playing with me. There's a chance that she'll just bring me back to my room, but she definitely doesn't seem to be the type of person to do her job properly. She only wants to help me because it will amuse her. But is that really so bad? I guess to learn new information and she'll entertain. It's a win-win situation for us. Fine, bring me there. Frida leads me to an elevator. いいのかな? It's a different elevator from the one I look to get down. Watch this and remember the combination. She then swipes her keycard in the card reader before pressing in multiple floor numbers. おー、すごい。組み合わせがあるんだ。いや、覚えらんない。ちょっと、スクリーンショットとこうか。これ覚えなきゃいけない？間違えた。スクリーンセーバーじゃない。スクリーンショットだ。はい。I'm not going to be able to remember all that. I figured, so I sneaked a note into your pocket. Sure enough, there's a note in there. When I unfold it, the combination is already written on it. おい。くれんのかい。スクリーンショット撮っちゃったじゃん。Impressed that I managed to do it without you realizing, people did say that I am sneaky. The elevator soon opens, revealing the ominous-looking place. Just so you know, I'm not going to babysit you. Have fun. 何回なの？おいは。Looking back at the elevator, I see Frida smirking mischievously at me before the elevator door closed completely. So she intended to leave me alone here, Looks like I'll have to explore by myself then. 秘密の部屋。Wherever this place is, it seems to be underground. 地下か。There's no windows, not one leading to the outside world at least. The elevator was going downwards before arriving here, and it's meant to be hidden anyway. There doesn't seem to be anyone. Is it because of the meeting that Caleb was talking about? I have to be quick then. That's the case. Skimming through the rooms, I see a particular one that interests me. Record room, huh? 科学研究所みたいな。スタップ細胞研究所みたいな。Inside the room, there are some shelves with folders lined up in it. There's also 2 computers left turned on. I look through the shelves. Each shelf seems to have names written on top of it. And Caleb has his own shelf, along with Frida. 同僚なんだね。What's this? There's a folder with my name in it. In Caleb's shelf. Alan Yuan Yun. なんか MD の ID がそれぞれ連番になってる。I grab and open the first one, only to see a USB flash drive inside it. Nothing more. The other 2 are the same. There's nothing more in it other than the flash drive. I decide to plug the first one into the nearest computer. The Allen Yuan Yun number 5 flash drive has multiple video files in it, so I just clicked on one of them and ビデオなんだね。でもまだフラッシュドライブ使ってんの。クラウドに保存とかじゃなくて、そこはセキュリティを考慮して、あえて昔の技術を使ってんのかな。The video begins to play. The video, there's a woman displayed on the screen, lying on her bed. Woman? 母親のこと The woman seems to be around 20 years old. She has long dark hair, pale skin, and looks somewhat frail with many injuries all over her body. How are you feeling? From the side, a familiar face walks into the frame. It's Caleb. He looks slightly younger. His hair isn't as long as it is now. Upon seeing Caleb walks in, the woman tries to sit up. Oh, Caleb, I feel fine. Thank you. Please, you don't have to sit up. You're still recovering, so it's better for you to stay still. Yeah, I'm sorry. They did with the apologies again. I told you to stop saying sorry. While letting out a soft chuckle, Caleb gently holds the woman's hand. Woman? Huh? What's he touching her like that for? And what with the smile on his face? Meanwhile, the woman, hey, why is she blushing? What am I witnessing here? It's not as if you wanted any of this to happen, right? I guess so, but I should still greet you properly. Shh, it's fine. カレブね。カレブ。髪が長い頃のカレブ。違う。カレブは医者の方か。Very important to me. I don't want anything bad to happen to you. ウーメンっていうのは、この主人公の髪の長い時代の主人公のことなんじゃないの？自分で自分のこと認識できてないなんじゃないの？怪我してる自分の姿しか見たことないからさ、今まで。Caleb, alright then. I keep lying down. Here we go. You really worry too much. アレン。やっぱそうだ。アレンの髪の長い、女性だったってこと？もともと。そういうこと？受けさせてください。I've been thinking hard about what to do once Caleb visits me again. In search of answers, I only find myself with more questions instead. It's frustrating. I've been trying to make sense of everything I've found so far. I met Caleb around 11 years ago, then dated him for a while. My mom was apparently dying, and if I can believe what Caleb told me, then she's currently under treatment to this day. Suddenly, I disappeared around 9 years ago in 2025. Now in 2034, I woke up without any memories of the past 11 years or so, exactly before my brain became involved with the なんたら。Caleb is not the doctor. This place is not just a hospital. なんか実験施設も兼ねてる病院なのかな。I don't want to acknowledge it. There's one thing I'm sure of, and I'm scared to acknowledge that fact. But it really seems like I have to, huh? After all, everything makes a little more sense if I think of myself as a part of some human experiment. I saw my videos in the flash drive yesterday, and it's all videos of Caleb and Alan talking about the past. The past that Caleb has also told me about. I still can't wrap my head around it. Was he trying to find a replacement for me during my absence? I still need more information. I don't entirely trust Caleb yet. Though judging from our argument yesterday, I think it's safe to assume that he has been telling me the truth about our past so far. He himself acknowledged it. That deep down, he still wanted me to know the full story. I need him to tell me more somehow. Alright, I think I have a plan in mind. So it's not exactly a plan, but more so begging and trying to tug on his heartstrings. It's still worth a shot. Caleb. How are you doing today? Everything is fine. There's no unusual pain or anything. Then that's good to know. Hey. うまく心理的な駆け引きに勝たなければ真実を得ることはできないぞ。Caleb, I'm sorry. Huh? When you told me that my mom was dying yesterday, I let my emotions get the better of me. It's hard not to do so, Caleb. You know how much she meant to me. Despite being a single mom, she raised my brother and I tirelessly. She's one of the only people who didn't give up on me. I couldn't thank her enough for that. I know what you told me to let the past be, but please, Caleb, at least tell me what happened to her. I won't feel at ease otherwise. Damn it. Is this still not enough? Caleb, do you really love me or not? Maybe I should try sympathizing with him more. Caleb, I know whatever happened in the past has been weighing you. I'm sorry, I should have noticed. I should have been thinking less selfishly. I've accused you and blamed you for a lot of things before. It was awful for me to do so. But I think I understand you just a bit better now. The past is suffocating you, isn't it? 理解を示した。You don't have to bear it all by yourself. こっちが譲歩して相手のガードを緩ませる作戦なんだね。I'm here now. I'll be by your side and carry the weight with you. I won't run away anymore. I won't rush out to you. I promise. Promise, huh? You won't run away? You won't rush out? Really? No? Yeah, really. I see. Fine, I'll tell you. I want to see if you can truly keep your promise or not. So, continuing on from where I left off yesterday. 話してくれんだ。I'll help you. What? You said it yourself. Your mom doesn't have much time left. Stage 4 breast cancer at first diagnosis. 乳がんの最終段階ってこと。Added with the fact that her health insurance doesn't cover all the treatment bills. Even selling all your paintings and trinkets is still not enough, to the point that you are now trying to sell your own house. Obviously, you won't be able to do it yourself. I'll help you out. In total, the surgery is around $30,000 and you already have $20,000, so you'll need around $10,000 more, right? 高っ。そんな高額治療するぐらいなら普通に運命を切れた方がいいんじゃないのかって思っちゃうけどね。Well, 再発することもあるし。But I have about $20,000 saved up. I can give you some to cover the cost of the initial surgery for her lung metastasis. What? Caleb, no, you should save that for yourself. If my house gets sold, I'll have more than enough for the treatment, so... And how long will that take, huh? You're really making this complicated. You can just repay me afterwards with the money you'll gain from selling your house if you feel that guilty about it. But what if the house never gets sold in the end? Then isn't that more reason for me to help you? もしかしてこの家を売ったその跡地にこの病院ができたのかな ?4 年後に。Alan, I'm perfectly fine even if you don't pay me. I met your mom. She's an absolute sweetheart and she obviously means a lot to you. Even if her disease is incurable, there's still a chance that she could live for the next few years or so. That's better than having her die so quickly, right? I have the money, and I'm more than happy to give up some of my savings if it means making that a reality. Alan, it's alright. 死んでいく人間にお金を使わずにさ、これから未来がある人にさ、お金を使った方がいいと思っちゃうけど。I'll help you out. I don't mind at all. Everything will be fine, I promise. ブレストキャンサーか。I shouldn't have made that promise. The afternoon, I went to my house to get the money. Yet, when I opened my safe, it's... 胸のがんってなんでなるんだろうね。胃がんとかさ、胃がんはピロリ菌になるんでしょ。胸のがんは何が原因でなるんだろうね。あ The safe is unlocked and the contents are all gone. The house is fine. There's no trace of robbery yet. Nobody else should know the combination of this safe. Although I did leave the key to the safe somewhere around here. The only person who will know where it is will be my adoptive mom. ああ。お母さんが入院した後に再婚したってこと？どういうこと？アダプティブマムって。ああ、母親が入院してるから代わりでなんかそういう公共サービスで来てくれるってこと？ I trusted them. My adoptive family is of the upper middle class, so I never would have thought that they'd take my money, but I immediately decided to call my mom. Yes, Caleb. Why is it? Mom, all my money in my safe is gone. Ah, so you finally noticed. Eh? Huh? I hear my mom sigh. Your biological dad came over last week, begging and annoying me for money. Gosh, the rich. Just because I'm his sister doesn't mean that I'm willing to pay his debts all the time. He asked for $15,000. I don't have that much money on me, so I took your savings and gave it to him. 嘘でしょ。What? Please, Caleb, don't judge me too much. Really, I didn't have that much on me at the time, and he said that he needed it ASAP. He just didn't stop pestering me. What else am I supposed to do? So I gave him the money to shut him up. Besides, you're his son. It makes sense for me to use your money for once, right? いやいやいや、断りなよ。Why didn't you ask me first? Or tell me about it? Because you'd make a big fuss over it, and I just don't have the time for that, Caleb. I'm a busy woman, and your dad is draining my energy. I'm tired of having to argue with you too. ああ、このマムっていうのは、実際の母親じゃない方か。お父さんの妹なんだね。お父さんの父親の妹が今のこいつの家族になってんだね。家族っていうか保護者になってんだね。We still financially support you either way, so it's fine. What? Isn't that just stealing? I need some of the savings right now, Mom. Alan's mom is dying and... Oh, so your boyfriend's mother is more important than me now? Is that what you're saying? She didn't adapt you now, did she? I gave up so much for you, and now you're talking back to me like this? Accusing me of stealing? No, that's not. You ungrateful brat. Do you know what would have happened to you if we never adopted you? You would have died years ago if it wasn't for us. 最悪だな。We raised you in our home, fed you properly, paid for your education. 出たよ、このさ、上から目線、親の。パワハラだよね。I only took some money from you and you start disrespecting me like this. これ信頼関係が断たれる言動で、ね、これからの。今度さ、自分が働き始めてさ、親が今度定年退職だったらさ、自分でお金稼げるようになったらもう縁を切られる典型だよね。こういうこと言っちゃうと。I'm sorry, I could just kick you out of our household right now. You know that? You'd be nothing if it weren't for us. Keep that in mind, Caleb. Don't make me regret adopting you. If you talk back to me like that again, I swear I'll kick you out. I hear a beep. Please kick me out. My mom hung up on me. Shit. All the money I saved up from working part-time since I was in high school. 高校の頃から働いてた。Some of the allowance from my adoptive parent that I put away. いや、投資しといた方がよかったよね。タンス預金じゃなくてさ、絶対に株にしとけばよかったのにね。SP500 につぎ込んどけばよかったよね。Years of hard work gone just like that. The shitty dad of mine. Even if I wanted to chase after him, I couldn't. My mom gave him the money a week ago or so. Knowing my dad, he probably already used up all of the money. He also moves around so much. Trying to track him will be hell. I have some money in my bank account, but it won't be enough to cover the rest of the cost for the surgery. And I couldn't possibly beg my adoptive parents for money after that conversation. That's humiliating. I could have saved all the money better. I could have handled that better. Maybe if I could just keep my emotions in check. When I talk to my mom, I could convince her to give me some amount. If only... いや、無理で。God damn it. 計画倒れになっちゃったね。Before I knew it, I already punched the wall. Blood slowly spilled out of my knuckle. Yet the pain on my hand will never compare to the frustration that I feel at the moment. Afterwards, I ran away for a while. 2 days have passed and I haven't contacted Alan nor told him the truth. I was too scared of confronting Alan. I didn't want to tell him what happened. After all, I promised that I would help him. Suddenly, telling him that I couldn't after all the bravado. I was deathly afraid that Alan would look at me with disappointment or scorn. まあそうだよね。約束破っちゃったからね。However, at the same time, I find myself visiting my grandparents' house today. A part of me doesn't want to see Alan, yet the other wants to tell him everything in hopes that he won't take issue with it. But I mean, his mom's life is on the line. I'm sure he'll be at the very least disappointed about this. I don't know anyone anymore. What's that? Ah, so you really are here. Alan. He takes a seat beside me before he stares at me with a look of concern. You haven't read my message these past few days, so I wondered if something had happened. Somehow, I had a feeling that you'd come over to this house. It seems that I'm right. Alan, I'm sorry. Huh? What are you apologizing for? In the end, I couldn't help you with the cost. And it's all thanks to my shitty biological dad. He came over the other day begging for money because he can't pay his own. So my adoptive mom stole my money and gave it to him just because I'm his biological son. I'm sorry, even though I promised. I turned away from him. I finally told him, but then what? How would Alan react? I'm too scared to find out. Oh, つまり母親は癌で死ぬ。そうだね。彼、That's awful. Are you doing alright? I mean, 12そういう時ってカナダにさ、行って治療を受けるみたいな話あったよね。アメリカだと医療費が払えないから、なんかカナダに行って治療させるとちょっと保険が効くみたいな話を聞いたことがある。I mean, $12,000 is a lot. I'm sure you worked hard to save all that. Why to be taken from you just like that? Me? How about you? You are the one who needs the money. Caleb, you're still thinking about me, even after having that happen to you? In the first place, I don't want to have to borrow money from others yet, but I can't help it. Besides, it's not like you can control what would happen. It's in the past already. Alan suddenly gasps. 死んだってこと? He seems to have finally noticed my bandaged hand. Caleb, what happened to your hand? He leans closer to look at it while he carefully traces his finger on top of my injured hand. The same one I used to punch the wall just a few days ago. I was just too frustrated that day, so I punched the wall like a teenager. Before I even realized it myself, I punched the wall. Stupid, isn't it? Caleb. お、キティキスってやつかな。Alan then pulls me in for a tender kiss. As he does so, he cups my face gently with both of his hands, bringing more warmth to it. After a brief moment, he pulls back and looks deeply into my eyes. I'm so sorry that it happened to you. You seem to be worried about my mom, but it's fine, Caleb. I appreciate the sentiment. I really do. Please don't feel guilty about it. I keep trying so I can sell my house as quickly as I can. I try to help you through your money problem if you need any as well. Alan, he's always like this. Even though he's the one with the bigger problem than me, he's now confronting me with so much affection and kindness. He nearly choked me up. なるほどね。なんでここに行き着いたのかな、そして。まだ謎が明かされないね。In the end, the operation never happened. I couldn't keep my promise because your mom died. What? Caleb doesn't say anything after that. He only stares at me with his two emotionless eyes. ちょっと待って。フリーズした。フリーズした。え？そういうことか。待って。call him out, stay silent. セーブしとこう。よいしょ。どっちがいい？ call him out って何？弾劾するってこと？ stay silent にしとこうか。Wait, calm down. With the way he's looking at me right now, it's as if he's observing my reaction. I mean, he's literally just sitting there, patiently waiting for a response from me. Is it because of the promise I made? Is he testing me right now? Was he lying when he said that my mom is alive? Or is he lying about her death now? I'm not sure. I'm currently having mixed emotions right now, but if this is testing, I need to keep my composure. Sorry, Caleb, I didn't know how to react to that. My mom died? Is that really the truth? Yes. 死んだのか。じゃああれ嘘だったのか。最初にまだ生きてるって言ってたの。I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner. Truth to be told, I'm too scared to know how you'd react to the news. Scared? Why? Because you loved your mom. Too deep. Keeping quiet again, huh? This guy. I want to be angry at him, but at the same time, somehow I feel bad for him too. Caleb, you think that keeping the truth away from me is better than letting me know, but that's not really, is it? You said it yourself. You're scared of what comes after you told me. You know that I'm very close with my mom. You have mother complex. You are afraid to tell me that she died since you think you couldn't keep your promise. Are you scared of me blaming you for what happened? No, exactly. If it's not that, then why is it? Caleb lets out a sigh as he ruffles his hair. Allen, during these past 10 years or so, I've watched you try to kill yourself. Twice now. What? Yeah, that's why I thought that the amnesia you have is a blessing in disguise. 自殺だったのか。I tried to kill myself twice before. Did all of them happen during the time of my disappearance? And he said that my amnesia is a blessing in disguise, so Caleb wasn't the reason why I forgot in the first place. Unless he's lying to me again. I wasn't surprised at this point. I don't want to accuse him though. He's actually talking this time. He might let his guard up again if I question his honesty right now. これなんていうの ?3 times ってことでしょなんて読むのサライス、読めない。once, twice, スライスって感じ。So then did I try to kill myself after my mom had passed away? Yes, you did. I see. I'm starting to get you know. So you are just trying to be considerate of me in your own way. But Caleb, you know I'll find out about my mom's death one way or another, right? Do I continue to believe that she was alive, only to find out from someone else that she had passed away years ago? Don't you think I'd react even more strongly than I did now? Yeah, I've thought of that. That's why I tried to make sure that it didn't happen. Huh? Bringing you to a city far from where you came from, so nobody knows you. Starting a new life. I had it all planned out. But, well, here we are. そういうことか。記憶を戻らないようにしてたんだね。戻らせないようにしてた。God, you really are something. I didn't completely lie to you, you know? Well, I admit it was awful for me to say that your mom is alive, however. Keep hoping they might just come true, Alan. Huh? What did he mean by that? Still, I'm surprised you really didn't rush out or anything. In fact, you took all of this information really well. まだわかんない。まだ謎が隠されてるかもしれない。この施設は何なのっていうの秘密があるし。Changing the subject. それさっきの女あの女もなんか気になること言ってたし。Changing the subject. Alright, I'll play along. Yeah. You're afraid that I kill myself over it. Well, you don't have to. I'm sad that she's gone, but what will she think if I try to commit suicide because of you? She won't be able to rest peacefully, that's for sure. I sure wish you had that mindset 9 years ago. To be fair, I probably felt way too stressed back then to be able to think clearly. I mean, I tried so hard to keep her alive, yet everything failed. Well, anyway, I kept my promise in the end, haven't I? Since I was able to take this information well, you should just tell me the entire truth. I think I'll be able to handle it. Huh? Feeling confident, are we? I still want to know what happened. That wasn't the full story, was it? That, and it's obviously plaguing you. The past, I mean. Julia told me how you couldn't handle it yourself sometimes. What am I saying is, you can confide in me. After all, I also have a big part in this. It's only fair if I know what's going on too. Besides, I've also promised to be by your side, haven't I? You're just saying that to get information out of me. You don't trust me now? Honestly, I'd be lying if I say that it wasn't the information out of you, but you haven't really been giving me a good reason to trust you either. See, just now you admit that you sort of lied to me before. You never told me anything clearly either, saying that it's for my benefit and all, but instead it only caused me to distract you, Caleb, because I don't have the slightest idea as to why you are doing this. It makes it hard for me to understand you and see things from your point of view. This is our main problem right here. Isn't trust supposed to be a two-way street? If you trust me, then I trust you. You don't have to deal with this alone, Caleb. We are dating, aren't we? Whatever is bothering you right now, you can shoulder it together with ya. そうだ。説得しろ。は？出て行っちゃった。まだ何か秘密があるんだろうな。Caleb just left without saying a word to me again. His face. That's the first time I've seen him that sad. It almost seems as if he's about to cry. But I feel somewhat conflicted about this. I do hate Caleb for putting me through whatever this is. Yet at the same time, hearing his stories and seeing how he acts sometimes, I really can't help but feel bad for him. No, maybe this isn't such a bad thing after all. I've only been thinking about myself and my own well-being so far. I've only tried placing myself in Caleb's shoes just now, instead of asking why I'm here and what my involvement is. Maybe I should try to focus on Caleb. Perhaps if I can understand him and the intentions, I might just gain a new insight on this whole thing. あ、同一人物なんじゃないの？もしかしてこの人と。このナース。Oh, miss. だって同時に出てこないもんね。Allen? Why didn't you leave yesterday? Huh? Yesterday was a perfect time to escape yet. Oh, so you did want me to escape yesterday. ああ、だからカードキーくれたんだ。I did. Because the longer you stay here, the more danger you are in. What do you mean? 命を狙われてるのか。Alan, today use the key card and leave. She then gives me a small note with seemingly a phone number written on it. Contact me once you are outside. I try to help you the best I can. Miss, thank you for your help. Dangerous, huh? Maybe it's time for me to make my escape then. But still, I want to know more about this whole situation. I feel like I'm getting closer to the truth and escaping now would be a waste. 確かに。Miss, I have something I want to ask you. So today is a good time for me to escape to, right? Does that mean that there will be another meeting like yesterday? Yes, that's right. Right around 2 o'clock, the meeting will be short. I'll end at 3. There won't be another one for a while after this one, so it might be harder for you to escape then. そのミーティングを覗き見ようって腹なのかな。It might be harder, but it's still possible to escape later on, right? Yes, but why do you ask? Is it because you want to stay? Yes, for just a while longer. But why? No way. Are you falling for my brother? What? No, I wouldn't say that. It's just I feel like if I escape now, nothing will be resolved. After all, Caleb's main goal. ちょっと休憩しよう。After all, Caleb's main goal here is me, isn't it? I'll be free and safe, sure, but what about Caleb? What'll he do once I'm gone? Oh, truth to be told, Frida brought me to this underground place yesterday. I hear Julia gasp. She said nothing though. I continue on. When I was there, I briefly went through this room, called the record room. I saw videos of Caleb talking to a woman. That's not me. Yeah, he refers to her by my name. やっぱ違う人だったのか。For now, I assume that it's because he's looking for a replacement of me. I found out that I went missing years ago. I don't know how and why. But I think that's the reason why Caleb has been referring to other people as me. If I disappear again, I'm afraid that he'll just grab some other stranger and refer to them as me again, or something like that. Am I right about this, or? どういうこと？クローン作ってんの？ So you still won't tell me, huh? Sorry, Aren. I personally still think it's better for you to leave. Yes, you are somewhat important to this, but at the same time, you're also an innocent man. You shouldn't feel responsible for whatever Caleb is doing. 何をしてんの、カレブ。気になっちゃうな。It's still your choice though. Whatever choice you decide to make, I try to help you to the best of my capabilities. Miss, you're way too kind. Once again, thank you. Why did you decide to help me anyway? You said that we weren't that close before, so... No, I'm far from kind. I'm just trying to atone. All of this is also for Caleb. He thinks that not giving up on you will fix everything, but in my eyes, the more he does this, the more it affects his psyche. Any more than this, and I am convinced that my brother will just lose it one day. I see. I should be going soon. You should too. Please be careful, Aren. 何か実験が行われているっていうことはわかるけど、それが何なのか。So there's a meeting at 2. I should start wandering around right now so that I don't waste my time. ミーティングを覗きに来る。Say, Julia told me that I'm being watched constantly. Looking at the security camera fixed on the top of corner of elevator reminded me of the fact. However, Caleb doesn't seem to know that I've been wandering around like this. What will he do if he found out? It's kinda scary to think about. I probably shouldn't even think about it so that I don't scare myself off. こっちのエリアに来た。I tried to go through the same route as I did yesterday. This hospital is pretty big and my memory is always the best. Even putting the whole amnesia thing aside, I'm surprised and impressed at myself for being able to remember the route pretty clearly, honestly. And Roberton. After reaching the corridor that no one seems to go through, go to the right and enter the elevator. This should be the elevator to the weird lab place yesterday. I pull out one of the many notes I keep hidden in my pocket and press the floor numbers as written in Frida's せっかくスクリーンショット撮っといたのに。As I wait for the elevator to reach its destination, I find myself staring at the little piece of paper Frida left for me. 出たこれ。I wonder if this set of numbers mean anything in particular. 素数ってわけでもないみたいだし。なんか規則性あんのかな Not that I have any time to think about that right now. When I see the familiar, ominous place, I immediately make my way towards the records room. ね Caleb's shelf, Darren Young folders. I let out a sigh of relief when I see that they are still in the same place as yesterday. I decide to check out Alan Young folder first out of the 3. I've checked all of the videos, but I want to make sure that I don't miss anything here. To my surprise, there's something new there. A brief report with 2 pages of paper, and just behind it is a whole 50-page lab report. Wanting to investigate things as quickly as I can, I tried to read a brief report. Alice Ruth Myra, female, 24 years old, subject ID 1316MD405, written by head researcher of the brain subdivision, Dr. Caleb Noel Ashton. 脳みそ研究所。Start date 26/02/2031 End date 30/04/2031じゃあ2ヶ月ぐらいか。Duration of experiment 2 months, 5 days. Description Subject of 5 was the first implementation of the brain manipulation method in humans for this project. 脳みそ改造手術 Despite its failure for subject of 5, this method still proves to be really effective. She was chosen to be a part of the project due to her similarities with Alan Yoon. She has consented to being experimented on beforehand. 似てる? She was not given artificial memory. I was still under development. Instead, her memories will be erased and the memory will be given manually. After performing craniotomy, subject of 5 was placed in the private ward. She was put to sleep for a few days to improve her recovery. The observation phase starts as soon as subject of 5 wake up. She was made to believe that suffer from amnesia due to an attempted suicide. The subject will often have occurring suicidal ideations. つまり記憶を改ざんする手術ってこと？他人に別の人の記憶を埋め込ませる実験してたってこと？ Throughout this phase, the subject completely believes herself to be Alan Yoon. 性別違うけど。The subject's original personality was similar to Alan Yoon. Therefore, there wasn't so much discrepancies between the instilled memories and the subject's personality. While the subject believed herself to be Alan Yoon, she still couldn't be considered as him. Many of her actions contradicted the original Alan Yoon's thought process. When subject of 5 learned that she was a part of the experiment later on, her mind could not handle it. It resulted in her committing suicide by jumping. なるほど。じゃあこの主人公も演者の一人で一回自殺を試みてるってこと。What in the world was that? I quickly grabbed the second alarm folder, which also has a report stashed in it. バレンティノ、ちょっと休憩させてくださいね。バレンティーノ・ガエル・バスケス・ロペス、メール、25 years old, subject なんたら、written by head Brian, brain subdivision, Dr. Caleb Noel Ashton。はい。Experiment 4 months. Description subject 06 was given to Aspire-X executives of Project Meta-Psychosis. His original personality, interests, and history were unknown. Due to our lack of knowledge on Subject 06's background, both brain and memory manipulation methods were used to minimize risk in the future. Unlike Subject 05, artificial memory was implanted during the surgery. The memory included basic information of Alan Yoon's childhood into adulthood. During the observation phase, Subject 06 believed himself to be Alan Yoon for the initial 2 days after he woke up. The subject was relaxed and even humorous during those 2 days. However, Subject 06 began to suffer from intense headaches and would lose consciousness from time to time. These symptoms gradually worsened over time. We preferred the artificial memory in the meantime and tried to perform the same surgery on Subject 06. Our second attempt seemed to be successful at first. Subject 06 began to act similarly as he did before. これが今の主人公なんじゃないの？メキシコ系の人だったのか。Due to a sudden intervention from another subdivision, Subject 06's condition worsened. The subject tried to harm himself by hitting his head against the wall. We managed to prevent him from injuring himself. However, the subject has been a persistent vegetative state ever since. Subject 6 is now being monitored and taken care of in the intensive observation room number IOR 131601. Weekly reports will be written to record subject 6 condition. After reading through the second report, I feel myself getting sick. I stare at the USB flash drive of the second folder. Do I really want to watch videos of that? Just reading it already makes my skin crawl, let alone watching it happen. Deciding to skip it for now, my hand reaches out for the Alan Yuan Yun 今度 O7 フォルダ。I really don't have a good feeling about this one. オープニング。そうか、さっきのは違う人だったか。これが今の人なのかな。実験中の。オープニング。I expected to see a USB flash drive and papers. Instead, there's only USB flash drive there. I plug the flash drive into the nearest computer and take a look at what's inside the drive. One video file, that's it. My hand feels heavy, but I don't have a choice, do I? I have to watch this. I'm already this far in. I shouldn't back out now. ビデオが入ってたんだって。ほら。The video barely starts and it already catches me off guard. Instead of a hospital ward, it displays an empty room with nothing but table and 2 chairs in it. 4個ぐらいあるけど、椅子。This feels more like an interrogation room than anything. I'm sitting on one of the chairs is... me. The me in the video. Just sit there in silence until I hear sound of a door being opened. あら。Caleb walks in, with his usual expressionless look on him. Good evening. Why did you bring me here? なるほどね。もう本人は死んでるんだろうね。本物のさ、アランは。だからカレブが時々なんか感情を抑えきれなくなって部屋を出てっちゃうんだね。面影をさ、この被験者に見てるんでしょ。アレンの面影を見えちゃって。なんでこんな実験してんだろうね。Going straight for the gut, are you? Just answer my question. What do you want from me? I feel like I'm the one being interrogated here. Caleb then pulled out some papers and showed them to me in the video. This is your brother, am I correct? Yes, and what of it? Are you looking for him? Too bad. I haven't seen him in years and I've lost contact with him. Can I go back to my room now? No, listen to me first, before you make your assumptions. First of all, I'm here to tell you that your brother had passed away. What? And how do you know that? Do you have any proof to back that up? I do have it, but are you sure you want to see it? It's honestly a bit gruesome. You might be able to handle it, but at the end of the day, it's still your brother. Show me. Again, Caleb pulls out something. 2 pictures, it seems. The me in the video stares at the pictures before his face turns as pale as shit. This is him? No way. Last time I checked, he was still listed as missing. Wait, how were you able to get these pictures in the first place? You are definitely not innocent. You were? You have reported this to the police already. 確かに。I'll admit, I am guilty, yes. Not even a second afterwards, escaped his lips, my other self stands up and pulls Caleb's collar up his with his left hand. You little... So you killed my brother? Yes. I can only watch as my other self stares at Caleb before he slowly lets him go. どういうこと？アランの弟ってこと？ I'd love to punch you right now, but above all else, I need you to talk. Exactly are you, and why did you kill Alan? My name is Caleb Ashton. I used to be Alan's boyfriend. アランの弟かなんかか。His boyfriend? Really? Are you sure you're not just his hookup and you got the wrong idea? No, we are definitely more than that. That's really the case. Why did you kill him then? I didn't mean to. I didn't want for any of this to happen. Which is why I want to ask you for your cooperation. We are currently doing experimentation to see if we can transfer the consciousness of a deceased person into another body. We call the transfer metempsychosis. I myself focus on metempsychosis via brain manipulation. Brain manipulation? Yes, it might sound bad, but hear me out. You see, each person has their own unique brain anatomy, similar to a fingerprint. Each brain has its own memories, experiences, and knowledge. So then, have you ever thought what would happen if brain transplant were a thing? Will their consciousness switch? Will they still the same person, but living in another body? そんなことできんのかねでも脳みそって劣化していくものだからさ、脳みそ自体を移植してもやっぱ寿命が来るよね、脳みそ自体に。Unfortunately, while we've come a long way with our technology, brain transplantation will still be impossible due to several reasons. However, we found another way to transplant brains without transplanting it. If you directly restructure the brain so that it anatomically becomes similar to another brain's anatomy. すげえ。脳みそ移植しなくてもできちゃうんで。And pair it with an artificial memory, you have an artificial consciousness that acts and thinks like the real deal. I can guess where this is going. You want to use me as a host to Alan's consciousness, is that it? Quick on the uptake, I like that. You're his twin brother. お、双子だったんだ。So your brain will be similar to Alan's already.With you as the host, this experiment might just become a huge success. You are insane. Huh? You are deluding yourself. Alan's already dead, isn't he? Try as you might, no matter how successful this experiment is, the end result won't ever be the real Alan himself. You said yourself it's just artificial consciousness, isn't it?It will be artificial, but even so, if it still acts and thinks the same way as the original Alan, then it can be considered real, can't it? If many believe a lie to be a truth, then it becomes the truth. This is my atonement, and it could be yours too. What are you implying? I've done a little research on you, Roy.Since you were a teenager, you're involved in a lot of shady business with gangs. Robbery, drug dealing, arms trafficking, getting yourself involved in a few shootouts. Even murder, am I correct? 兄弟揃ってろくでもなかったな。But it's not as if you wanted this life to begin with. You were roped in, and now you couldn't get out of it.You tried to run away from home so your mom and Alan wouldn't be harmed due to their connections with you. That's a smart move. Yet you fell for this one woman and married her. Even had a child with her, creating a weakness that can be used against you. And it worked. Your wife and daughter were murdered. Yeah. Of course, you tried to have your own revenge, but one man against one whole gang?I was honestly impressed that you only lost an arm and eye out of that. ああ、ギャングとの抗争でこの怪我を負ったんだ。Still, you never wanted to come out of it alive, didn't you? Even the stupidest person wouldn't just go up against a gang like you did. No, you wanted to follow your wife and daughter. 死にたかったのね。We are the same, you and I.Your mom, your brother, your wife, and your child. You did your best, but you've lost all of them, and there's nothing you can do about it. I understand you, truly, I do. And I do not wish this sort of pain upon anyone else. Alan truly was my everything. He was the kindest and the most generous person I've ever met, the only person who'd accept me for who I am.I wanted to repay all this kindness to make him happy. I promised him that everything would turn out fine. I never wanted to become a liar, but I did. Roy, this project succeeds, everything can be fixed again. いや、本人も初めからうまくいくとは思ってないよね。でもそれ以外にもう人生でやり残したことがないなっちゃってんだろうね。Not only for us, but for those who share our pain. Yes, the debt cannot be brought back. However, instead of losing them forever, with this project, we still have an option to do something about it. Have you ever imagined a life where you could be with your family once again? With metamorphosis, you won't be a man dream anymore. Please, at least consider it. Alright, I'll agree to it. 即答。This succeeds at least. Please bring my daughter back. ということか。She was only 6 years old when I lost her. She had her whole life ahead of her and even if it's artificial, I like her to have a better life than what she had before. It's not as if I have anything left to live for anyway. If my death could benefit others better than leading a miserable life or having a meaningless suicide. I see. Thank you for your cooperation. We will make sure to try our best so that you can enjoy the fruits of our labor as well. なるほど、そういう取り決めがあったんだね。アランの弟は死んだ娘を生き返らせてほしい。ってことだったんだね。生き返らせるっつうか、脳みそのパターンを移植して、人工的に死んだ人間を生き返らせると。姿形は違えども、Even after the video ends, I can only at the computer screen. 前の記憶はじゃなくなっちゃってんだ。My head is hurting as I try to comprehend the information that I received. そうか、弟だったんだ、双子の。I've had a bad feeling about this, sure. But I didn't want it to be true. I wanted to keep denying it. My body is Roy's, but my memory is Alan's. Then, who the hell am I? ミクスチャーだね。あれ、選択肢か。うわぁ。これはちょっと。これちょっと結末に影響してくんじゃないの？ロイなんじゃ。I am not Alan. I am Alan. I'm not Alan. No, I could never be Alan. Especially now that I know the truth. My brain might be tempered with no simulate Alan's personality, but I'm not 100% Alan still. Am I Roy? やばい。アイデンティティクライシスが起きちゃう。No, that's kinda weird to think about. I have Alan's memories of him. Thinking myself as Roy makes me feel somewhat uncomfortable. No, I am myself. 悟りを得た。Yeah, let's end the train of thoughts right there for now, before I go down into a spiral. Sorry, Alan. I'll be pretending to be you for a while longer and borrowing your name again. Glancing at the clock in the room, I noticed that I only have 30 minutes left to investigate this place. I still have time. Maybe I can look around elsewhere. Exploring further, I notice that the key card that I have doesn't really unlock everything, even though there are interesting rooms around, like the surgery room and the laboratory work area. There are also a few number rooms, the ones that start with IOR 1316. Apparently, these are the intensive observation rooms. Do they use this to monitor the subjects more closely? I walked past room さっきのやつ earlier, the one mentioned in the reports. However, my key card also doesn't work on it. Beginning to lose hope, I decided to try and open one more door, the research room, and it actually opens. Inside is what you would expect from research room. I tried to look through the shelves and tables. The majority of the papers here are some that I can't comprehend, no matter how many times I try to read it. And, about Artificial Memory 2-3 by Head Researcher of the Memory Subdivision Dr. Frida Miller アイネス。あ、フリーダの研究室か。The artificial memory that we created of Alan is still very bare bone. Caleb's own knowledge of Alan and our research into his past is obviously not enough still. In Subject 06's case, he went crazy because of it. He keeps questioning himself and his own memories, building up stress until his brain couldn't handle it when I told him what's actually going on. Caleb blames me for this. He thinks that feeling right to 06 is the right move. But if the subjects can handle the truth, then the experiment obviously failed. Caleb is like that with the subject 07 too, the newest Alan. I didn't even know we have 07 until just now, cause Caleb did this procedure with his team only. 内密にやってたんだ。When I talk to him about it, he gets all defensive and wanted me to let him handle everything for 07. Caleb seems convinced that this one is going to work. He also insisted that 07 doesn't need to be observed with the cameras to shape more believable patient experience of ever. そもそも監視してなかったってこと。I have no idea what he's doing to him as he keeps all the day to himself. He's really gone too far this time. Watching him slowly lose his mind is interesting, but at the same time, it's really annoying when he has out a workload like this. If we want to bring Project Metempsychosis to the public, the subjects should be able to accept that they are now in a different body without losing their minds over it. That's why we need more details about Alan Yun, so that the memory can hold itself together more, and we will need more time to accomplish that. これって何？証言をもとに記憶を形作ってるんだ。だから死人の脳みそからパターンを抽出してそれを移植してるってわけじゃないんだね。まあそりゃ抜けが出て当たり前だよね、記憶に。I've told Caleb and his team to slow down, but he just doesn't listen to me. I swear that guy doesn't actually want to revive Alan. He's only desperate to have someone shower him with affection. Therefore, the executives really need to punish him more severely so that he learns. I tried to find another report like that, but to no avail. Project Metempsychosis, huh? That sound. Footsteps? I quickly glance at the clock inside the room. It's 2:50. The meeting is supposed to be over at 3 though. Getting nervous, I take a look around. I could hide under the table, but this damn IV stands that I have to drag with me will be the death of me. そうだ。My eyes then stop at another door in the room, leading to God knows where. Without hesitation, I try to enter the door with my keycard. もう、秘密の部屋。As soon as I enter, the freezing temperature inside welcomes me. This room, what is this room? It smells odd too. Just as I'm about to look around. お、あ、見つかった。後ろ。ブー。こいつは信用できないフリーダ。フリーダ、you surprised me. And what are you doing here? The meeting is almost over, you know. You're lucky I'm the one who found you. I know. Will you give me some space already? Why is it? If you have something to say, just spit it out already. I'll have some questions for you, but I guess that's up to wait until tomorrow. You should definitely see what's inside this room too. I think it's important for you to know. Can we just do that now? Nope, you won't have enough time. Now shoo, go back before you really regret it. なんでこの人ミーティング参加してないの？ I want the object, but knowing that my brain might just temper with it. They consider me a failure. Fine, I'll head back. おとなしく帰った。During my way back, the place is still empty. Frida really scared me back there. I really thought that the meeting they had was already over. Just as I'm going to turn a corner. So... あ、見つかった。I see Caleb talking with some other people with suits instead of lab Quotes. They all look at me with surprise written all over their faces, including Caleb. Reader. Did she tell me to leave knowing that there are people outside? あの女。Alan. Shit. 見つかっちゃった。ゲームオーバーか。これって分岐してる？チャプター6。捕まった。Damn, this room sucks. Yesterday, after Caleb and those other people found me, they immediately dragged me into one of the intensive observation rooms. Room number なんとかなんとか02, I think. Didn't say anything at all, but he looked at me as if he was both upset and panicked before he let me be. I still have my blank key card, Frida's notes, and Julia's phone number on me, but this door cannot be opened with that key card. Truthfully, I was scared since yesterday, so much so that I couldn't sleep a wink. The fact that there's no beds here worsened it. There's no clock either. ちょっと待って。これちょっと一旦休憩します。